was nice that she came up and talked to you.
I don't know, but the whole studio podcast aspect of things was really good, and I know they're really excited about the talented bands in the Ontario area that they can hopefully work with, you know. And his what's her name, Steph? She was talking about the studio that they have, like the indoor studio, and how many takeaways there with the sound. And even tonight, the sound was really good for an outdoor show. I'm not a huge fan of outdoor shows, but
And she said something about having two kids that are growing up with the studio all the time, with all the bands recording and coming in and out. And tonight they were actually scared of Talbotville Gore.
Well, it wasn't tonight. It was when they did their podcast. Yeah.
Oh.
Because Josh's band did. We haven't watched it yet, actually. And Josh gave me shit for not watching it yet. But yeah, there's a podcast. They did the Rye Field Studios podcast. So.
Right on.
And that's when the kids were scared of meeting them because they think they were in full makeup.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which is really funny because, as we know, Josh is pretty tame.
So yeah, Northern Shroud played tonight. They kicked it up there too. Kicked ass, that is.
Yeah, North Shore was great.
Fucking right.
It was just a great event. There was dogs running around, playing with balls, and like Chris said, there was tents set up and stuff. And it was like at one point we were sitting on lawn chairs in a gazebo, and you know there was like "Scrog, die" going up on stage, and we're just like chilling in the grass and walking around, and it's really neat in that respect for sure. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of outdoor shows, but this was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a big open space, a really great setup. The stage was up high so you could see them from everywhere, even over people's heads and stuff.
And not to, you know, harp on this thing, but too many bands, man. Like near the end, everybody's cast, they're all in their tents passed out.
Oh yeah.
I guess people just aren't maybe ready for the festival atmosphere, but it could get better over time or something. But you gotta be ready for this stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know how many bands played tonight. I think there was like 8 or 9 or
9.
something like that. Because Jupiter Hollow didn't play, which Chris and I were both disappointed about, especially after hearing the quality of the sound from bands that did play.
Yeah.
Which really, like, a lot of them we've seen before, like We Are Human we've seen before, and they sounded way better tonight than they did at Onyx and Guelph. You know, no offense to Onyx, there's some great shows there, but just the quality of sound was way better tonight.
And we saw Rick Hall tonight with his daughter out.
Speaking of Onyx, yeah.
Yeah.
His daughter Rowan.
Yeah, Rowan. Great to meet her.
Yeah, a lot of respect for Rick.
Yeah.
He's really trying to pump the scene up. And
yeah, he's doing a great job out in Guelph.
yeah, he sees us in every different city now too, so we've kind of become friends with him.
Yeah. He thinks we're everywhere. I think it's funny. I'm like, we're not everywhere. But we love it.
He knows we're big supporters of the scene though too. And,
yeah, he loves that we do.
you know, Rick's a great guy. He had his braids in later and everything.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw his wife there tonight, but
No, just him and his daughter. Yeah, usually I've met his wife. I actually met her before him.
Yeah, you did. And he's a big supporter of Rye Field Studios too.
Yeah.
I don't want to get.
Okay.
But I forget who else we saw there tonight. Oh, the one band that Oliver was in.
Yeah, what are they called?
Order and Entropy.
Right.
The drummer for that band is actually Marlon from Mirage 13, so it was nice to see him tonight too.
Yeah.
Even though he's wearing a kind of a man bun, which I gave him shit for. So yeah, he was here. He had to leave early.
Yep.
Just a great crowd of people.
Yeah, Jersey Girl made it out too.
That's true.
She was so full of energy right to the end, man.
She was.
Even Oliver was all
Oliver
excited
noticed
about it.
and said, I wish I, how, look at her. She's just going, and
I know.
she hasn't been out to a lot of shows, but we saw her the last of Death Rush show and now this one, so it's great.
I think she's got all that pent up energy.
Yeah.
It's coming out now, and she finally gets to come out.
Hopefully we'll get to take it to another show
Yeah.
soon. It's just difficult with where we all live now. And the fact that I work full time, but Oliver, I shouldn't even mention this on the video, but he talked to me about getting a job where I work, so and he was dead serious about it.
Well, you know, a lot of artists are starving artists and need a real job.
Well, yeah, he said he's doing body work right now and he doesn't like it. It's hard on him and he's just not a fan, you know.
Yeah, auto
So
mechanics can
I
be.
kind of explained to him where I am, and he was like, told him what, you know, the money is and everything, and he was like, Gary, would you try to, you know, I said, get me your resume and I'll attach my name to it, you know, like. So that's another interesting thing is like, and that's what I talked to Oliver about tonight. We were talking about music and, you know, all kinds of aspects of music, and part of it was the people, you know, that you make friends with people that create music sometimes. And obviously I live with Josh, so it's a great example of that, but you know, you get to know personal sides of people. It's you develop friendships.
Yeah.
You know, whether they're close or distant or whatever you want to call it, still makes these connections with people.
Yeah.
And we made some of those tonight.
Yes, we did.
It happens at every show.
It was nice for me to get to know Meg more, and we got dancing together and stuff.
Meg's great, yeah.
Yeah,